Last year, Trent Boult shocked the cricketing world when he announced that he was not going to renew his New Zealand Central contract. He decided to pursue the journey as a T20 journeyman. In this period, from that time when Trent Boult made that announcement till now, he has missed a total of 35 international games for New Zealand across formats. The last time Boult played an ODI was in September 2022. Last time he featured for New Zealand was way back in October 2022 during the T20 World Cup in Australia. Now, in that period, Boult has been part of several T20 league franchisees. MI Emirates, then he's been part of the Melbourne Stars in the Big Bash League. He was part of the MI New York franchisee. Then he was also part of the Rajasthan Royals in the IPL period. So BBL, ILT20, Big IPL, and also now the MLC. Trent Boult has really enjoyed his journey as a journeyman. But now, is he back in the scheme for the New Zealand team for the upcoming ODI World Cup? Because two developments have happened. One, New Zealand's ODI squad has been announced for the series against England that will be played in September. After that, this forms part of the three series that New Zealand will play prior to the start of the World Cup. Trent Boult has been included in the England series. So, Trent Boult last played international cricket for New Zealand in October 2022. But in the upcoming ODI series in September, Trent Boult is back in New Zealand colours in the series against England. Now remember, New Zealand are going to play three series before the start of the World Cup. This series against England, 3 matches in the UAE and 1 against Bangladesh. The Bangladesh series could also be a 3-match ODI series. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 ODIs to ensure that New Zealand are ready for the conditions that will be presented to them in India on October. Now, Boult returns and he's made a lot of clarifications about his tenure with the franchises that have been there and why the decision to walk away from New Zealand Central contract was indeed a very, very tough one. It's been a very frank and open admission by Trent Boult because he quoted, "It wasn't an easy decision to move away. I never wanted it to be about New Zealand or franchisee cricket." He made the decision on one pragmatic principle. The principle was that I have only this much of a shelf life as a bowler. So, why don't I explore it by playing other T20 leagues? He says, T20 matches only 4 overs, where is the intensity? What is the practice? Boult counters by saying, there is a lot of intensity and practice that goes into it. And in a T20 match, you're walking on a tightrope because 1 or 2 bad games, you could be chucked out of the team. And remember, Boult has been part of several franchises. I mean, he was part of the title-winning MI New York side that won the MLC. Then on top of that, you look at it, the BBL encounters, although the Melbourne Stars didn't do that well, he was still part of that. So that's why walking away from New Zealand, it did not mean that club took precedence over country. He just wanted to explore his options, but he gave that caveat that yes, I will be available for selection when you want me to be. Now, with the World Cup in September, if he plays, with just about a month away, Boult has declared that he will be ready for it. So, this is an indication that probably when New Zealand pick their World Cup squad, Trent Boult will likely slot in and he will form the new ball pair with Tim Southee. So, Boult, in the scheme of things for New Zealand's World Cup, the series against England where he's been included, that is a big, big indication. And he's cleared a lot of misconceptions about this fact also. Because on the World Cup of 2023, Boult remarked, definitely hungry to still represent the country. I have always had this to come back and work towards an ODI World Cup. So the desire was already there. Maybe this was part of the long-term plan that New Zealand cricket and Trent Boult envisioned. That maybe, okay, from the World T20 of 2022, you don't play that much of international cricket. Fine. Manage your workload, play a lot of T20 cricket. So he played in the BBL, he played in the IL, he played in the IPL, he played in the MLC. Now, amidst all of this, he missed 35 internationals. So maybe he'll play in 9 more. Perhaps his red ball career is over. But maybe his white ball career, he can still make a bit of a mark in the ODI setup at least. So, He definitely wants to win the World Cup for New Zealand because he's the leading wicket taker for New Zealand, 39 wickets. And remember, in 2022, in 2019 and 2015, he really impressed. He was behind Stark in 2015. In 2019, he was superb. So Boult in a World Cup really adds that X factor to New Zealand, and that's why his presence could potentially change the New Zealand's fortunes. Now there is a comment that maybe Trent Boult did not respect international cricket. Maybe he just wanted to be lured by the gains that are there in franchisee cricket. Remember, franchisee cricket has plenty of money, but it kind of compromises your availability for the national setup. Boult made it clear. I still respect the international game immensely. It plays a big role in any kid trying to come through and play cricket as a dream. Remember, when you play club cricket, when you play for your province, when you play for your state, the next major aim is international cricket. You get notifications, you get noticed in the franchises only if you do well in international cricket. So international cricket needs franchisee cricket and vice versa. So Boult has said that he still respects international cricket, but he wanted to explore his growth as a bowler. That's why he chose to walk away from New Zealand cricket. Plus, as we all know, the financial conditions that are there in New Zealand cricket, it is the very less earning board. In the likes of India, Australia and England, if you look at it, New Zealand is ranked about 7th or 8th. Yet the revenue share that they get from the ICC is also not enough, and that is why New Zealand's cricketers often have to go through the franchisee mode, just like the West Indies. But commitment wise and the contract system wise, New Zealand is far more organized than the West Indies. So that's why coming back for the likes of Trent Boult could be seamless. In the case of the West Indies, it may not be that easy. So Trent Boult for the 2023 ODI World Cup looks a lot more certain now because his inclusion in the England series is a clear-cut indication. Now, if Boult was not included in the New Zealand team for the ODI series against England, maybe it was time then to say that New Zealand have looked beyond Trent Boult. But they may need their ace pacer for the World Cup. So that's why he's been included, given about 9 matches preparation, 3 against England, 3 against UAE and 3 against Bangladesh for New Zealand to recover and ensure that they are prepared for the conditions in India. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.